My name is Margaret, and I really like you. I'm going to be 98 on the 26th of this month. I've been in this flat 60 years. I went to Causeway Street Junior School too. It's just near the railway station. We went to the church, Church of the Annunciation, Bryanston Street, which is quite away from here. And even when I was quite small, Mother started going there, and she had to carry me because I couldn't walk the whole way. It was such a journey for a little one. Well, we can't say too much about Father because he went walkabout, and I was brought up mostly as a one-parent family. I was a legal secretary. We worked in a lawyer's office in the city. This is how I met this Eileen, and we both put our bags in and were standing outside the coach before we had to get. And she suddenly said to me, "Are you on your own?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, so am I." And that was it. For 40 years, we warranted together all over Europe. We ended up. We went to America, and several of the islands off the Scottish coast. Italy, of course. France, sure. We went where there was mountains to climb. We did stop at Everest. We stood at the bottom of Everest and stood looking up, standing at the foot of Mount Everest and looking up at it. Well, after the war started, the office did their best to try and hold on because girls were being called up in those days as much as the men. And in my office, the lawyers wanted to try and retain as many of the girls they could. But they didn't succeed. I'm happy to say we managed to get off. Well, after the latter part of the war, they decided to alter the title for the girls. There was the WEFs, and so they became the Women's Royal Army for Royal Air Force. And we said, well, they can't call us the Rats if they give us the Royal Ascent. No, we became the Women's Royal Army Corps. If I'd had a choice of where I wanted to be, I'd have been in the sea. I'd have been in the Navy. We used to look at the sky, and I don't know why, I remember they say, oh, it's a mackerel sky. It was something about the shape of the clouds. Oh, that won't be a good night. That was going to be a good night for bombing. And then, of course, our fighters going up. And you stand on the balcony and look out over, and you see the dogfights going up up in the air. You could see the air war going on above you. All my friendships have been built up through people I've met at church. Eileen was the example, but then she was a church goer herself, not in my borough, but my area, but she was. Is very much part of life. When I finished working on the legal side, I did part-time. I did part-time work in St Paul's Cathedral. And I was down in the crypt, and another lady and I served in their bookstall in the crypt. And I did that until quite a few years, but well, it was my eyesight that did finish me with that. On this particular day, I was doing it, and I got doddery over going down the stairs. No, that's what put an end to my doing it because I just didn't feel safe. I didn't feel I was doing the job properly. I'm becoming less able to cope, and in fact, I am going to have an assistant of some sort. At times you're less tolerant of things, you get impatient with things, if they don't go right first time, you know. I think you get more impatient when you get older, or whether it is that you set yourself a higher standard and you're a bit missed that you're not living up to it. But I think that, of course, you've also got, as an older person, you've also got all those memories around. But that's all part of getting old. You've got your, I mean, that's without having the pictures to look at, which of course nowadays we've got so much in the way of photography, and that your memories are aided by the photographs of places where you were when you're remembering them. Well, I think we were probably a lot better able to put up with things in those days than some people are today. Because for one thing, we survived the bombing. Awful though it all was, there was that feeling at the afterwards that, well, we are still here, we have survived, you know. But as it was in the days of the Blitz, we've just got to accept this situation as it is now, make the best of it, and just hope it gets through all right. It's in a way, it's an equivalent of the Blitz in that sense of having to put up with something that you can't do anything about. You can't stop the pandemic or whatever it is. It started, it's here with us, and it's got to be got through. It doesn't. It won't go away by wishing it away. We've just got to live through it. I think life's what you make of it. You accept what comes your way, good or bad. Make the most of it. My name is Margaret, and I really like you.